Jesus the Zoroastrian. Was Jesus of Nazareth a Zoroastrian or Magian missionary among the Jews? It is impossible to answer this question objectively or with any recourse to historical facts, as few, if any, historical facts exist relating to the person of Jesus. We only have documents written by those charged with creating a religion around his personality and others by those attacking these efforts, both among the Jews and pagan Romans. Additionally, all of these documents were, for the most part, written in the earliest decades after the events occurred. That is, if they occurred at all. Several writers and commentators have made the bold assertion that Jesus was a Zoroastrian. One of these, Derek Evanson, has written a treatise on the subject called Jesus Was a Zoroastrian, Zoroastrian.angelfire.com, and founded a Neo-Zoroastrian movement called the Friends of God International. Additionally, elsewhere on the internet, many articles and sites can be found which argue for and against the idea that Zoroastrianism is the starting point of Christianity and or Judaism itself. These can be read and studied by those more deeply interested in this topic. The OTWL recognizes Jesus as a Sayoshant, but considers his mission to have been betrayed by many of the organizations founded after his death. Our purpose and mission is driven solely from within the innate goodness of the Mazda principles without regard to historical arguments. We do not tend to argue history or dogma. This is perhaps because we know that our way is rooted in the oldest authentic spiritual path and that others have tried to imitate it, but have always fallen short of the standards of Mazda insight, reason, and spiritual power. Besides, we do not believe in arguing over spiritual matters, as this practice quickly slides off into attempts to coerce the other side into believing what we believe. Others will come to the truth, not based on coercion and argument, but only through education and experience. This code proved to be a disadvantage to Muslims in the great battle of creeds over the centuries. Those creeds, which have put the conquest winning of souls above the truth, have generally succeeded in the geopolitical realm, but we cannot alter our principles. To do so would be the final triumph of the Devas. This is something which logically cannot occur. In the next 3 sections, we will explore different topics relating to the question of the possible Muslim context of the figure of Jesus of Nazareth. In all that is said here, it must always be remembered that there are 2 different Jesuses present at all times. 1, the possible historical man and what he may or may not have taught and done, and 2 mythic figure reported in various forms of scripture and theological treatises.